are people, some know say Jamaican people, well, most of Jamaican people actually care about each other, and the many few that go around causing problems and tragedy are just devil worshippers basically. Cause why I say this, a big hurricane, the biggest hurricane in Jamaica history hit us, and basically the whole world trying to aid us, even Jamaican people giving support to each other, TikTokers, dancehall artists, reggae artists, former Olympic runners and them thing there. For example, Asafa Powell doing his part in taking care of the less fortunate that were affected during Hurricane Melissa. So as you can see, the people them are very happy, cause it's not him alone doing it. You have other people like many others, you see me, going around supporting the less unfortunate. As you can see, Asafa Paul in the video and his family, he basically said he is more fortunate to do it for people, unlike the other people that have less money and they say to help with the restoration, trying to feed the less fortunate. But I don't think a lot of people can be able to do that because of financial wise, and you can see Asafa Paul stepping in, taking care of that without any problem. So that says he has a good heart, and I hope many other people can follow in his footsteps, cause Jamaican people really need it.
People are really suffering right now, and as much as I can help, I will help. I'm in a better position to help, and I see a lot of people helping, but definitely big thanks to Noah Lyles and Janelle Broomfield.
My community is always helping me out, whether it was in high school, going to pen relays, they raise money, taking me to school for free, so I really want to give back.
The more people come together, the more people we can feed.
Orlando Bennett here, whereas 110 meter hurdle silver medalist. We know that you have the intent to help. Keep people in your prayers, keep Jamaica in your prayers, and just help if you can.
Up next we have Popcaan, Pinchers and Kutchie. Remember people, they did a collab earlier, not too long ago, and the collab was a big success, and after that the hurricane came, you see me people, and as you can see, the man them still keep them bond, them link up with each other, and they decide to take care of the less unfortunate during the aftermath of the hurricane period. So that says a lot, people, cause you don't know, say not many Jamaican artists, when them collab, them keep the link same way. Them always try to start some drama and then kick off with each other, and then no longer want to collab. But seeing this and seeing how the collab, they did a song and the hurricane came and they stuck together and reach out to the less unfortunate, gave us supplies and stuff. That does show, say, yo, the more, I don't want to say like more crisis happening in the Jamaica will unite us, but things like this do bring Jamaican people together more often. Prime Minister Andrew Holness went to Westmoreland to get a debrief on the situation that taken place, and got a summary of everything. And basically, people, as you can see, say the hurricane really did tremendous damage up at Westmoreland. You see me, a lot of lives were lost. Families right now are trying to reach out to each other. St. Elizabeth also, a lot of family members are trying their best to try reach out and trying to find the missing families, because reports are spreading family members are missing, nowhere to be found. People are starving. Right now Jamaica is going through a lot of grief right now, and it only can get better with people looking out for each other and supporting each other. You get me? So El Salvador brought some supplies. Jamaican refused help from basically America, because rumors are spreading around that they were the one that caused this, and right now they don't want any help from them, because they look like them just using Jamaica, and Jamaica tired, so they basically don't refuse help from them and just take help from UK and El Salvador, etc. You see me, people?
Melanie Campbell, Superintendent in charge of Chilani Division. So basically, sir, in terms of the impact from Hurricane Melissa, we have had 2 deaths reported. One along Market Street as a result of carbon monoxide poisoning. There was another individual who was inside the house. He was taken to the hospital, so he is still recovering. The other death is in the Bounty Hall area. It seemed to be a homeless person who was found under a bus stop. In terms of damage to vital insulation, the infirmary that has been significantly impacted. The hospital, as you were there earlier, we have the parish council building, totally, I would say, devastated.
Which is like a town hall as well.
Right. It had some issues before, but yes. Melissa.
It's a historic building as well.
Right. The parish church. The parish church.
Yes, the roof is gone.
Some of the shelters have been impacted as well. And William Nib Hague Primary and so on.
I saw that as we flew over.
Right.
Yes.
The poor relief, I think the road and works building that the EOC was established. They had to evacuate the EOC and move to stadium. Right. So all around we have significant damage. So it's just for us to.
And of course.
And the police station, we were impacted, and we turn out not so bad in comparison to some of the other.
I've noticed you have lights, so you're on backup generator now.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So there's no electricity.
No.
And no telecommunications.
No water.
And no water.
And no water. So basically, we have been trying to clear the road after this storm, just to ensure that persons can move about. Because of the devastation, I know that aid and other supplies should be coming in. So we want to ensure that the corridor is kept clear. And persons coming from other communities, I visited Ulster Spring and Warsaw police station earlier. And the damage as I went through the communities significant as well. Basically, every 3 or so house was totally impacted. And so the damage is significant across the parish.
How are you maintaining public order and security?
In terms of public order and security, we ensure that we have a team in the town at all times. Because after the storm, we noticed that persons started to come out, and we were there trying to ensure that properties remain where they should. Of course, in terms of resources, a lot of our members have been impacted as well. Mm-hmm. We have members who lost their homes, lost their roof, and so on. So we are not totally up in terms of our full strength, but the persons we have on the barracks, they have been doing a tremendous job in ensuring that we move about and maintain some presence, especially in the township.
Any reports of looting? Because that's something that usually happens in these disasters.
I heard that there may be a store that they took some items from, but nobody turned up to the station in terms of report any wide scale.
There were some attempts.
And
I've been
right,
I've
and
had
there-
reports of some attempts, especially by the artisan village. Somebody tried to go in and one and two other areas. The hospital also had a difficulty with the water, the tank. So some of the community members from the adjoining community have been stealing water over there and destroying the tank for the hospital. So they're actually losing water.
There was a gentleman who came to say that he's concerned in terms of Falmouth Gardens, and I had given instruction that the patrol and give some presence in that area because that community has been devastated.
All right, very good report, Superintendent. Very comprehensive. I think Jamaica now has a fair understanding as to the extent of the damage right across the corridor from Black River to here, and the damage is significant. It will take some time to reconstruct, but I can tell you we won't reconstruct the same way that it was before. Yes, it's a Category 5 hurricane, and yes, Category 5 hurricanes, you must have some damage. But I think that we have to think very carefully about how we build and where we build. And Falmouth, we will have to do some rethinking about the critical infrastructure that keeps the town functional. And those infrastructure has to be hardened for a Category 5 hurricane. So we have to build with greater capabilities than normal. Yeah, because what the report here, which is slightly different from Black River, whereas Black River is a total devastation. I mean, I know it's hard to say that, you know, this is a little bit better than Black River. Your police station is still functional. Black River's police station is not. Your hospital is still functional, though damaged. You know, Black River is serious damage. And the housing infrastructure is totally wiped out. Yeah. Even though you have here, but Black River is worse. The critical infrastructure here, we will have to rebuild them and probably rethink where they are located. So it is a crisis, but it is also an opportunity to rebuild. Immediately, it's to deal with the relief. Your water, power, temporary shelter, amenities, to make sure that there's no humanitarian crisis. All right. By the way, in terms of morgue facilities, how is that?
All right. So we have a big issue. Patmore is the contracted funeral home. So we had to send the body from the carbon monoxide poisoning to St. James de la Pena because Patmore is in the wait a bit area.
And that was significantly
not accessible. So we have two police stations that we cannot access from the parish. Wait a bit and Wakefield.
Yes, Wakefield is it is.
So our access point to Wakefield is totally flooded, high waters.
So we're about to fly to some of these areas now, but
the Matabry River also preventing us from going to is inaccessible as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Soup, thank you for your service, and please extend my commendations to the officers who have given their sacrifice, essentially. All right. Thank you.